Alright, welcome back to the Crazy Old Plays channel. I'm your host Leo. We're playing Horizon Forbidden West, and this is where we left off. I am going to play this game. Now, if it takes too long in
You
the
wanna play,
video,
Ray?
I might just make a separate video on it, but if it doesn't take too long, then might as well. Okay, so it's basically just a brewer, which is what we've used already. Yeah, let's just go.
I knew I'd make a strike player out of you yet.
She's so
How about
happy.
this time I tell you how to use a board's terrain to your advantage? This one's got all the different terrains you can encounter in a game of Strike. Knowing when and how to use them can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Terrain mainly affects your machine's combat power. As you know, when fighting an opponent's machine, you compare its combat power to yours. The higher your machine's combat power, the more damage you can do. So finding the right terrain is an essential strategy for overpowering your opponent. Here, I'll show you. Grab that piece to your left and move to attack my machines. Now let's take a look at your machine's combat power. Combat power is the sum of a machine's attack power, and since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's also standing on forest terrain with a value of 1 point. Add those together, and your machine has 3 points of combat power. My machine is standing on grassland terrain with a value of 0 points. It's also not attacking, which means their attack points aren't in play. So my combat power is 0. This means your machine can do 3 points of damage. Go ahead and test it out. There you go. Now, choosing the right terrain doesn't just it can also help defend your machines from attack. Grab your other piece and place it in front of my second machine. Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's standing on grassland terrain. This terrain has a value of 0. This means your machine's combat power adds up to 2 points. My machine can't use their attack power since they're defending their position. But they have the higher ground. They're standing on forest terrain, which is worth 1 point. This means my combat power adds up to 1 point. Now, the front of my machine is colored blue. This means that the spot you're about to attack has armor protecting it, which means my machine gets an extra point, giving it a total of 2 combat power points. If we compare the combat power of both machines, you'll see that you won't be able to do any damage. Whenever you're unable to top an opponent's combat power, you can still choose to attack and break their machine's defenses instead. Go ahead, try it out and see what happens.
Okay, this game just got a lot
See?
more.
When you break a machine's defenses, you can knock it backwards. Sure, both our machines will receive 1 point of damage, but knocking my machine off that terrain makes it more vulnerable to attacks. Not only that, if my machine had been blocked from moving backwards, it would have received an extra point of damage. And if my machine had been blocked by another one of my pieces, that machine would have received damage as well. That's why breaking a machine's defenses is a great way to deal damage to several pieces at once. Useful, right? Okay, now go ahead and end your turn. There's still one more thing I want to show you.
Okay.
All right, as we've seen, the higher the terrain, the more it'll add to your machine's combat power. However, there are 2 other terrains that work a little differently. This is what we call a chasm. Only flying machines can be placed on those. But it'll take away 2 combat points if you do, so be wary. This is marsh terrain. Landing on it will take away 1 combat power point from most machines. It'll also keep your machine from moving for the rest of the turn. Here, let me show you. Grab that machine on your left. See? All you can do now is wait for your next turn to move again. Or you can overcharge your machine to get out of there. You can still attack any nearby enemies so you're not completely helpless. Well, I think that's enough yammering for me for now. Promise it'll all come in handy next time you play.
Oh wow, this is just her talking. I want to start going into it.
Here for more tips? Why don't I tell you a bit more about the pieces we used to play? In a normal game, you get to choose which machines you place on the board. Each one is worth a certain number of setup points, and you can spend up to 10 assembling your army. Knowing what each machine brings to the game and building an army that matches your strategy is the key to becoming a machine strike master. When assembling your army, there are a few things to keep in mind. First and foremost, you can never have more than 4 of the same machine on the board at the same time. With that in mind, most players would choose machines based on how far they can move or how much attack power they have. But a real strike player will be looking at a machine's type and skills. Let's take a quick look, shall we? Pick up that machine on your left. All right, let's talk about the different ways in which a machine attacks its opponents. In other words, its machine type. If you look at your notes, you'll see this machine here is a melee type. You can also tell by the shape of the base the piece stands on. A melee type machine attacks the first enemy within range, and no one else. We've seen this plenty of times, so just move that piece forward so I can show you some more stuff.
All right.
Great, now grab your other machine. Looks like we've got ourselves a gunner type machine here. This means they'll only hit the farthest enemy in their attack range. Let's move that machine forward and end your turn so we can take a look at the rest of the pieces. Let's go with this piece first. This is a ram type machine. Attack an enemy with it and it'll push the piece backwards. Like this. See, now my machine has taken over your machine's spot on the board. This is a great way to take the advantage away from your opponent if they have the higher ground. Looks like we have one more piece to look at. Now this is a beauty of a piece, a dash type machine. When it attacks, it'll move to the end of its attack range and damage every machine in its path, including your own. So make sure you take a good look at the board before you send it off to the races.
What the heck?
You should also make sure it's able to finish its attack on an empty spot. Otherwise, you won't be able to attack at all. Here, I'll show you.
I feel like I'm playing Fire Emblem again.
Look, it even rotated your piece. A nifty little piece you'll definitely want in your set. If you look at your notes, you'll notice this particular machine has one of the skills I mentioned before. There's quite a few of those, and we haven't even looked at all the machine types yet. But I'm pretty sure you've got more important things to do, so I made you a list. It's got all the tips and tricks we talked about, too. I think that about does it for now, so if you want to play a real game, just let me know.
All right, that kind of does it for that. Let's play one, shall we? Brr type.
Here we go.
Why not?
I'm up. Board's all yours.
I could probably take him out already, can't I? Why can't I attack him?
Just one piece left. That sure dampens the forge.
Let's just end our turn.
Your move, Red.
Um, why not? Overcharge.
Now that was a game, even if I lost.
Piece of cake. Piece of cake. Alright, so we gotta complete all of them to get whatever.
This is gonna be fun.
Okay, you get a bunch of different types. Um,
That's
All
it
right.
for me.
Is it my turn? Put myself there. And then maybe that. Oh, you can only move 2 pieces at a time. I just
Your turn.
realized. What does sprint mean? Again?
Time to make my move. You're up, Red. You're just hammering down on my pieces now.
That's what I do.
Well, that's done now. Okay.
2
let's-
points.
Your move, Red. Whoa! Got me good.
Why not?
Off the board it goes. That was a surprise.
Okay, got one of
One less piece on the board.
my guys. How many points is this? It's 1 point. Alright, might as well.
I got a tough fight ahead of me.
And I could probably just finish him off.
You got me. Fair and square.
Piece of cake. Get hard. Let's go, let's see.
Play.
So Lancelot, Scrounger, melee type. This machine does not have a skill. So wait, why would I take this instead of the scrounger? No, I'm just gonna take this. Alright, here we go.
That's it for me.
Is it my turn? What is this guy's range? 3, 1, 2, 3. I mean, I could put him. Actually, no. We want to grab. Okay, maybe I move. This here.
Time
That
to
there.
get serious. Board's all yours.
Why not?
Oh, bold choice. That was brutal.
Alright, and my turn.
Okay, let's see.
Should I take him out is the question. Oh, it doesn't take him out. Decisions. Scrounger, Burr.
Still thinking, huh? Hey! Oh, that was the perfect spot.
Yeah, but you're not getting it. You're not getting it. Let's just end my
Time
turn.
to make my move. Knocked it right off the board.
Why not?
Well, that's done now. like that piece where it was.
Alright, let's go with that. 4 damage.
That was brutal.
That was very brutal.
Oh, seriously? Knocked right off the board.
I just need to kill this one here now. Why can't I attack?
Time to get serious. One less piece on the board. You're up, Red.
That's not good.
You got me down to 1 piece. I am impressed.
I can't move this again, eh?
I'm up.
It's in my turn there. Oh no, they win.
I won! Oh, but I'll play you again if you want.
Yo,
Good
that
luck.
is wrecked. I think sometimes I gotta get them to come this way more. Just gotta keep.
My turn.
Alright, that's fine.
Your
That's
turn.
not fine.
I was hoping you wouldn't do that. Off the board it goes.
You think he's gonna come at me right away?
Time to get serious.
Yeah, came at me right away.
Well, that's done now.
It came at me so hard, so fast.
That was brutal.
Alright, we're good.
Okay, let's see.
Oops, that's not the one I want. I want to get that one here.
Yikes! I better step up my game. Knocked right off the board.
Alright, so far so good.
Off the board it goes. One less piece on the board. Time to make
Alright,
my
let's
moves.
see what they've got.
why you do it. Well, that's done now.
Wow, that took out a lot.
A single machine left? That ain't good.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Oh, I thought I had that one.
Piece of cake. Once you figure out certain things, it's not too bad. Regular challenge. Why not? I feel like there's no point. I guess it gives more. Oh no, this is a different type. Grazer Ram. So setup points. Choose strike pieces to create a custom set. You must use at least 7 setup points to play this game. When attacking from grassland, terrain, gain combat power. The board, grassland. Okay, so there's 30 grassland points, so this is definitely worth it. When attacking from hill terrain, gain 1 combat power. Why not? Fanghorn. When attacking mountain terrain. There's not really any mountain terrain, is there? Yeah, so there's no point. Chasms. Hills. Wait, so there is a chasm? Nah, that's fine. I haven't used these yet. Okay, so they have 2 of these. They have 2 of these. They have bristlebacks. At the start of each turn, all pieces within attack range loses 1. That is insane. I don't have the scrounger, do I? Alright, let's just go for it.
Let's do this.
Alright, so 1 combat power when attacking from grassland, right? Lancehorn.
Board's all yours.
Be interesting. 1, 2, 3.
I'm up.
Let's see what she does. A bristleback.
You're up, Red.
Why don't we take out this guy? should probably take out. Annoying. It's quite annoying. I might have made a mistake, to be honest. Why not? Let's finish this guy off.
Knocked right off the board.
Let's end our turn.
That was brutal.
Yeah, you can see that again.
Off the board it goes.
Okay, so Bristleback's gone. Why not? Let's take him out.
On the board.
Just need 3 more points now.
Time to make my move.
Okay, what is this thing? It's a borer.
I was hoping you wouldn't do that.
Well, hope doesn't get you very far in life.
Armor is a machine's best defense. Well, that's done now.
Alright, we're good.
Your move, Red.
Pretty sure that thing is a goner.
Well, spark my forge. You have beaten me on every one of my boards.
Piece of
Now
cake.
that deserves a prize, I say.
Alright, we got the Bristleback strike piece.
I'll see you later, Aloy.
That takes care of that.
To the claim for the brewmaster.
Wasn't I supposed to get skills for that? I guess not. To the bring. I was sure I was gonna get signal lens. Oh, that's what we got when we were okay. Cool. Tracker borer. Oh wow, I beat one of these? I didn't even realize. Good to know. Yeah, I did beat one of these. That's fine. Resources. Prism toots. Right, I got... I wasn't sure I can actually shoot a J, and I did end up shooting a bird. I shot one down fighting. Two. Uncommon. Lens of... Okay, so I guess it's a special gear.
There you are.
Alright, so we've done that. How much time did it take me here? It was about 35 minutes. I mean, I could make this into a video of itself. Let's see if there's any
Red,
other...
welcome back.
Nah, basically did everything here. 1 of 3 beginner players defeated. Defeat all 3 beginner strike players to earn this reward. Where are the other ones? Okay, so you don't get the 2 skill points until...
Oh, that's okay. We can always play later.
Let me just double check
Aloy,
something.
Please, have a seat.
No, I think it's completed, so it's not going to count for a second one. Alright,
Be
so
here if you change your mind.
I think I'm going to call this the end of this session, just because I'm not sure if everybody's going to be really down for this, so we'll just finish that with this here. I might just go around hunting for stuff. Unknown 20. Man, this place is huge. What was the unknown? Maybe up here? Who is this guy? I can't talk to any of these guys yet. I guess you have to progress the story. Alright, so yeah, I'll call this the end of the session just for this game, and then I'll probably take a little break and then maybe do the pits after this. But in any case, if you made this far, you know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you all in my next playthrough. Well, my next session, I should say.